The United States is preparing to seize more Venezuelan ships. The tensions between U.S. and Venezuela are heating up, and Washington is preparing to intercept more ships transporting Venezuelan oil following the seizure of an oil tanker this week. According to reports, direct interventions by the U.S. are expected in the coming weeks, targeting ships carrying Venezuelan oil that may also have transported oil from other countries targeted by U.S. sanctions, such as Iran. Reports say that the U.S. has assembled a target list of several more sanctioned tankers for possible seizure. The U.S. Justice Department and Homeland Security has reportedly been planning the seizure for months. The seizure on Wednesday is the first interception of an oil tanker from Venezuela, which has been under U.S. sanctions since the year 2019. This comes as the U.S. executes a large-scale military buildup in the southern Caribbean, and as U.S. President Donald Trump pushes for his Venezuelan counterpart, Nicolas Maduro's ouster. A reduction or halt in Venezuelan oil export, the main generator of revenue for the Venezuelan government, will strain the Maduro government's finances. The Venezuelan government says the U.S. seizure constituted a theft. Maduro has called it an act of naval piracy. He alleges that the U.S. military buildup is aimed at overthrowing him and gaining control of the OPEC nation's oil resources.
Secuestraron a los tripulantes.
They kidnapped the crew, stole the vessel, and ushered in a new era, that of criminal naval piracy in the Caribbean. So Venezuela rejects this act of criminal piracy against the entire Caribbean in its entirety.
Reports indicate further ship seizures could be aimed at tightening the financial screws on Maduro. The new U.S. tactic focuses on the activities of what is called the shadow fleet of tankers that transport sanctioned oil to China, the largest buyer of crude from Venezuela and Iran. U.S. forces are reportedly monitoring tankers at sea and some vessels in Venezuelan ports, either being repaired or loaded, and waiting for them to sail into international waters before taking action. How quickly agreements could be made for ports, arrangements as well to receive seized ships for unloading oil cargoes.
The vessel is currently undergoing a forfeiture process right now. The United States currently has a full investigative team on the ground on the vessel, and individuals on board the vessel are being interviewed and any relevant evidence is being seized. With respect to the oil, that's a different issue. As you know, Peter, the vessel will go to a U.S. port, and the United States does intend to seize the oil.
All this comes at a time the U.S. in recent months has carried out more than 20 strikes against what it calls are drug vessels in the Caribbean and Pacific, killing more than 80 people. And while experts say the strikes may be illegal extrajudicial attacks, the U.S. maintains that it is protecting Americans from drug cartels it has branded as terrorist organizations.